There was a big-time response from our game the other day. I thought we fought for 40 minutes. I thought we were incredibly together. I thought we were tough, and I thought we executed. Some really outstanding performances. I thought our bench was terrific, and it doesn't show up as far as points, but what they did of understanding defensive assignments, of defending, understanding the personnel, and then on offense, spacing, screening, being strong with the ball when they had it. Again, it didn't show up as far as points, but it enabled our other guys to be able to get to spots and get openings. And so I thought they were terrific. I thought Jamarius was maybe his best game he's played here. He was strong in how he played, but also in how he looked out there. And I thought that, we fed off of that. And again, John in the second half, able to get the ball down inside to him being able to play through contact. So really proud. Will got a huge offensive rebound and was able to go and get fouled and get to the line and make a free throw. So again, proud of our guys, big time response, and hopefully this is something we can build on.
Can you expand a little bit on Jamarius looked good out there?
Just as he had a strong look, like he was determined, and how he was in huddles, how he was with his teammates. It was just strong. Like he looked like a leader out there for 40 minutes.
Jeff, you talked about fighting for 40 minutes there. I mean, there were several instances there, like the final 5 or 6 minutes, where y'all would be up by 12 or so. Louisville would get a 3, but you all would always answer, that thing that maybe wasn't always the case this season. How much of what you saw in those final minutes there to you is a sign of growth from this team?
Well, again, it was growth today, and it's something we have to build on. We said that during one of the timeouts. I can't remember. It was maybe the under 8 timeout. I think we were up 12, and we talked about we've been in this position before a lot. Actually, I shouldn't say a lot. Several times this year, and we haven't handled it well. Let's handle it well right now. Let's fire back. Let's get a stop. Let's keep scoring. Let's execute. And we were able to do that. They made a 3. We came down. We scored. We got a stop. We were able to score again. We got fouled. We stepped up and made free throws. And so, again, we built on it today. Now we have to move forward and build on it when we get back together on Monday.
Jamarius talked to us about how it was very important this week that the guys bought into what you guys were saying and and fulfilled what you guys have been coaching them to do. What did you see them bleeding into this game that might have been different than their approach to this game?
Well, again, we were disappointed in our performance in our last game. Everyone. We didn't have the fight that we've had the majority of the season. When we couldn't score the first 9.5 minutes at Syracuse, we allowed that to affect everything, especially our defense. And I thought that we talked about it, we showed it to them, and we had some really good practices leading up to this. And again, the thing that I've said about this team that I admire, I really do, and it's not just coach speak, they've shown up, man. They've shown up every day trying to get better. And it's been hard. It's been hard on them. It's been hard on everyone with some of these heartbreaking losses and things like that. It's what makes me believe, and I believe it in my core, that good things are on the horizon for us. Because it would be easy to jump ship. It would be easy to not show up or pout or feel sorry for yourself, and our guys haven't done that.
What do you feel like you took away? Y'all had played them only 10 days earlier. What did you take away from that matchup that you think helped y'all in today's game?
I thought we were better with understanding and executing, not just understanding, but executing our defensive game plan. We understood personnel better. We understood strengths and weaknesses of each guy. We did a really good job of defensive rebounding. We did not allow them to get in transition. Even in our turnovers, we were able to get back and make them play against our half-court defense. The first time we played them, they really hurt us in transition. And then we didn't play zone much this game, but when we did, it was better. We understood the mistakes that we made last time we played them, and they made us pay for them. And we did a better job of executing those things today. And then offensively, again, we were able to get the spots. You know, in the second half, we were able to get the ball inside to John. He was able to draw a lot of attention, which gives guys space to be able to do some things on the perimeter.
Jeff, what do you see energizing your team with the guys in the paint? I mean, Mo has 4 blocks in the game. You guys outscored him by 18 in the paint. And John was just talking about how, like, their guys are too small as he's pushing through them. Like, what do you see that doing for your whole team?
I don't think they're too small. But again, you know, John's a good player. Mo's a good player. And we have some good players. It's just about executing, going out and doing what it is that we talk about in the game plan and being able to sustain it for 40 minutes. You know, we've had times where we've done it for 28 minutes, 32 minutes, 37 minutes. We have to be able to do it for 40 minutes, and we were able to do that.
Jeff, you alluded to kind of how rough the start of the season was, but what has it felt like for the past few weeks or a month or so when you guys have kind of been able to stack some wins, get Jamarius back, and things like that?
Well, again, for me, I know we're getting better. That's the biggest thing. Like, I know we're getting better. The attitudes every day coming into work, the stuff that guys are doing, individually coming into work, wanting extra work, staying after practice with the coaches, extra film sessions and things like that. It hasn't equated in as many wins as we certainly would like. And no one feels that more than us. And no one feels that more than those guys that are landing on the line every day. But I know that we're getting better. That's the big thing with me. We've had some adversity so far this year, but again, we've continued to show up, we've continued to fight, we've continued to try, and a lot of times that's half the battle. And the other thing is that we've continued to stay together. Even in the dark times when things hadn't gone well, when we've had gut-punching losses, guys having pointed fingers, everyone's accepted responsibility, and we've come back and we've tried to get better.
Jeff, you had talked about how even in tough times, believing that this team was getting better. Did it feel like your guys believed that as well?
I think so. I mean, we talked about it. We would tell them that. We tried to encourage. It's easy when things aren't going well to slam down on people and to talk negative and things like that. They get enough of that, I'm sure, if they read social media. It's our job as the coaches, as the leaders, to pour into them and get them to believe and let them know that we believe in them. And I do. I really and truly do. Again, you guys here have known me long enough. I don't do coach speak. That's not me. If I'm saying something to you, then it's something I feel, I believe, and things like that. I think we can be a good team, but we have to understand the things that are necessary for us to be a good team. We got to bring people to the mud. That's what we have to do. We have to, it's not going to necessarily be pretty, but this was beautiful. This was beautiful today. And we have to be able to be together, be tough, and execute for 40 minutes the things that we work on in preparation for these games.
What did you see from the 3-guard lineup? You kind of went with a little bit more tonight.
It's been good for us all year. If you look at the plus-minus numbers when we've had 3 guards in, it's been positive. It's been very positive for us. And so that's a change that we made, and it really energized practice, the next couple of days, the 2 days prior to today, and thought it was good. It gives us 3 ball handlers, 3 guys that we can play off of ball screens. O has shown that he can be a good shooter. He's a good defender. Obviously, JB and Femi. It doesn't wear just those 2 guys out all the time, having to be the guys to handle. And so it was good for us.
Jeff, when you brought Jamarius in, how much of what you saw today was in line with the player that you thought that you were getting, and that he could be in the role that he could have on this team?
Yeah, I thought today is more inclined, but I think he's done a really good job for us. I thought he's been good really all year since he came, and again, we knew once we were able to get him back that it was going to take a while. You don't sit out 5 weeks and come back and just automatically jump right into it and you're good. It takes time to build up, to get a rhythm, to get your body right, to get your legs under you and things like that. He's a worker, and he's a strong guy. He's a man, and we need him to be a man because we're pretty young out there. So, see you guys.